Shout my hip hop since 1987, niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.
Yeah. All right, everybody. This is Batman. I'm the CEO of Darknight ENT. We're a music marketing consultation company. We're based out of VA. I'm also the Def Jam Records marketing and promotions rep for the state of Virginia as well. So, right now we're about to have Cyhi The Prynce, who's a good music artist. He's about to go on tour at the end of this month, a history tour. So for this particular call, obviously we partnered up with Future Star DJs, so shout out to the whole Future Star DJs coalition, as well as hiphop1987.com, which is one of the top hip-hop and urban sites in the world. Also the CRC DJs as well. So, definitely shouts out to all of them. And I believe we have E-Money on the line, and he's going to conduct the interview with Cyhi The Prynce.
Yes, sir. What's going on? Yo, what it do? Ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing.
What?
Thanks for having me. Oh, man, thanks for having me, bro. Yes, sir.
Y'all want me to start it off? I can start it off. Well, I want to say appreciate it, all the DJs that's on the call, the marketing reps, radio reps, just if you're just regular people, I appreciate that as well. I was just really want to introduce my new project, if you guys haven't heard, it's Black Hystori project. You know what I'm saying? And it was something I did in February that was very monumental, I feel like, to the fans and to myself. It showed a lot of growth. It showed a lot of my production skills and the way I think as far as conceptually and, what makes me, I feel like, a great Southern artist and a Southern lyricist. But, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm born and raised, you feel me? A lot of the guys that I feel like is from Atlanta is not from Atlanta. They just, claim Atlanta because they moved here. But I feel like I grew up on a different, era of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in that, that Outkast, Dungeon Family era, and also I'm big fans of, artists out of town as far as like Nas, Jay Dilla, Big L, those are some of my favorite. Ghostface was some of my favorite artists coming up, Mystical at the same time. So I feel like it influenced my style a lot. So now when I do music, a lot of these labels or reps, as y'all do know, want me to, make this kind of record that, plays in the strip club and all that. But I tell them all the time, I'm not going to let no stripper A&R my project. You feel me? Like, that ain't what it's going to do. This going to touch the souls of men. So what we doing on this Black Hystori tour is, I don't know if you guys are in the cities that I'm going to or familiar with the cities or that we even put out, but I would love for you guys to come check out my show and just see how electrifying it is, see how honest it is, but see how, the essence of real hip-hop from a Southern dude, like a dude straight from the South, but I could spit with the best. And at the same time, I feel like I make great motivation, real nigga songs that I feel like most rappers rap about Friday and Saturday. And I'll be like, yo, y'all just weekend rappers to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't rap about Sunday through Thursday. What you really go through having to get this check to be able to blow this shit every Friday and Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Those getting kicked in, niggas' mamas with cancer, I'm bailing my partners out of jail, and folks on me. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you say on the phone. It's like, that's what I rap about. I rap about the honest to God truth, no fabrication. So I would love for you guys to, if you haven't heard my project, go get it. I feel like it's something where, you might want your son to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my music may stop a drive-by. You know what I'm saying? From happening. Like, some niggas might be about to go ride on somebody, but shit, they might hear a song on my CD like, man, fuck them niggas, don't throw your life away for some lame-ass shit like this. And they might just turn the vehicle around, you feel me? So that's where I'm at with my music. Like, mine is like, this is real life. Like, I don't know how to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it funky, which I've been through too much real shit. To see people learning and see people feeling my music is where I have fun at. So, I don't know if you guys heard of me, but yes, I am Cyhi The Prynce, Kanye West's artist, and, the floor is open.
Okay, well, that's a hell of an introduction.
Well, it's your boy E-Money with HipHopSince1987.com. Like I said, man, it's a pleasure to be talking to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like to shout out Batman VA Promoter and Darknight Entertainment, the CRC DJs, Future Star DJs, and Mike Brinks. Now, like you said, man, you're fresh off that Black Hystori Project mixtape. You gave like I said, a hell of a background. And my first question was to ask you, why is that project such a powerful project? And you pretty much answered that. Now, my next question is, when you make music like that, you have to really go into a place that might make you uncomfortable. You got to dig down deep. Was it hard for you to touch on some of those emotions, to get some of those records out?
Man, you know what's so crazy? It wasn't even hard for me. The crazy thing about it, it wasn't even hard for me because it's like I've been going through this my whole career. Like I feel like to myself, I never had a street buzz. I was just always the best rapper. You know what I mean? I was always saying, like, when I got in front of the labels, people would start crying. You know what I mean? Just when I get to saying the really, like, I'd be like, damn, y'all ain't never heard the truth before. Like, it used to baffle me about it, but it just was something where it's just me all day. I just been through a lot as a young nigga, but I was once I felt like I was educated, raised properly. I was raised in a Christian household and different things like that. But I thought I was grown, and I fucked around and jumped in the street and got in too deep, and I was trying to figure out how to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a lot of people's situation. Yeah.
Exactly. It's so real. Like, I'm just, I'm a real person. I'm not no street nigga. I was just a nigga in the street. You get me? So it's like how I looked at that project was like, this is what I want to embody. I want to embody them Huey News. Because y'all, I think kids think, you got to be on lean, snowing powder, and taking Molly to be a stand-up guy. Well, I felt like Malcolm X was a stand-up nigga. I felt like Huey was 100. Like, you know what I mean? I felt like Martin Luther King was 100. So I just wanted to give these guys, like, what if Huey rap? Like, what if Mandela could really rap? What would he say? What would he sound like? So that's what I embody. I just embodied all those characters. I was like, I'm about to go in on these folks. So that's what I did.
Now that's deep that you kind of say, what would Huey say? What would Mandela say? And you have a song titled Be Great, which is something I think all of those people would say. Now, when you speak of being great, I think there's a lot of individuals who don't have an idea of that. Like you said in the song, mixed determination with potential. What does being great mean to Cyhi The Prynce?
Man, I just think it's just being, like, the best you could be at whatever you do. Like, and at the same time, I feel like, man, it's like I get this emotion because I'm from the suburbs, right? I feel like I'm from the suburbs. It ain't the suburbs now because there's niggas in there. But I'm from the suburbs. But all my partners is in the street. I be like, man, y'all act like y'all from, like, the project. Like, your mama got a 4-bedroom house, 2-car garage. like your first option was just to hit the block. But it's just like, then you petty. Then y'all want to go tell on each other. You know what I'm saying? Then you want to knock your homeboy off because he get more paper than you. Like, all that shit go into it. So I done been through so much shit. I just be like, man, tell your son this. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will pick up a bitch before they go pick their son up. I say that shit like that, but that's supposed to be gangster. You know what I'm saying? That's gangster to me. Like, so at the same time, that's why I want great to just be anybody who got potential in anything. Chase it. If it's art, if it's music, if it's sports, if it's education, if it's just entrepreneurship, anything that you do, just be great. Because I feel like a lot of times we just sit around on our ass and just wait for a handout or, go try to take somebody's shit. You know what I mean? Versus not putting what we got or our gift to, to the max. So that's where I get that from.
Okay.
And by the way, I have a mood board and I seen Tupac on it, and it just had a double XL Tupac color. And when I looked at him, I was like, what would Pac say? And then that's the first thing he told me. Don't be good, be great. I was like, okay, that's what Pac told me to say. All right, cool. That's the hook. I'm finna rap my ass off on this shit.
Okay, now that's dope. All right, now, like you said a little earlier, like your style, you're a spitter. And I think when people think of Atlanta, they have like this stereotypical idea of what an Atlanta artist is supposed to sound like. And in the song Huey, you said, I make songs for the world. You make songs for the stripper bitches. Now, I know you appreciate strippers like we all do. Yeah, that's not the point. But it's kind of like I said, people have that idea what an Atlanta rapper sounds like. Do you feel like that kind of hurts you in the Atlanta market, but gives you a bigger buzz in places and on the East Coast and out of that Southern market?
I absolutely do. I absolutely do, because I'm the same way they are. You know what I'm saying? I understand, you know, I don't make music to win a BET award. But I make music, I want to win Grammys. I want my story to be so epic, man. From years from now, they going to write about this story. Not some shit I did in the club with some bum bitches that, you know what I mean? Like, for real, bro. So that's why I don't even, my favorite rappers out right now is Kendrick, G.O.O.D, Big Crit. You know what I mean? Them my guys. You know what I'm saying? I stick with those guys. Them my guys, I stick with them. I like real life artists. I don't like all the monkey shit. You know what I mean? So I understand. It makes me bigger at the same time too, just outside of it. And I feel like Atlanta gonna learn to appreciate me the more and more I go. You know what I mean? The more and more this game gets to changing. Because now they looking for, like, now it's a bunch of spitters out, and everybody like, shit, y'all ain't got no rappers in Atlanta. Now everybody want to bring my name up. You know what I mean? Like, no, we got Cyhi. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now y'all know. All right, cool. So it's cool. Like, I love them, and I love my city, but at the same time, my city is more artistic than what we, you know, display sometimes, and I just want to be the other side of it.
Okay. I respect that. Now, you said, man, you getting ready to go on tour, the History Tour.
Yep.
Let me ask, how did the tour come together?
Man, you know, so crazy, man. Thank God for Mike Brinkley. You know, it was a monumental project, and a lot of people just wanted to hear it live. Like, now I'm feeling like, you know, I had a couple of tours I wanted to do where I was going to join up with some guys. But then I said, nah, man, I want to go out and do this intimate venues, these intimate markets. So I want this to be so organic where motherfuckers might, like, it's just like, damn, like, he is really talking to us right now. So what I did was I was like, man, let me go to my favorite market, the markets that I feel like want to hear this hip-hop shit, want to hear these real lyricists, you know, and real performers perform. So, you know, we put out a ETA, or we put out we want to do these dates for these people, and the promoters got back saying, hell yeah, we want to do it. So I was like, let's go. So that's what I want to do. I want people to, you know, I like hearing me over a microphone is really, hearing me over a CD is really doing you injustice. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to look in my eyes and be like, man, this boy just said, this is my brother going through right now. This is my nephew. You know what I'm saying? This is my uncle who just told me about. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Now, I got to ask, man, how you pick the cities, man, because I see Philly ain't on there. There'll be a lot of people in Philly pissed. For y'all who listen, y'all know hip-hop since 1987. We based out of Philly. Right. And, we're going to be a little salty about that, so I guess we got to hit the Jersey or New York show.
VA too.
No, you know what's so funny? We add more dates. I just put a date out there. So the second leg is gonna be a lot more like DC area, Virginia, Philly. We're gonna go Miami. We're gonna do some Tampa. We're gonna do some Ohio, Detroit. So these are just the first dates we got in because I got other duties to get to too. So I gotta do this tour right now so I can get back to my album and stuff like that. So definitely we got a second leg to it, though.
All right. I got to make sure you take care of Philly. All right, now, what can fans expect from you in this tour? You know what I mean? Can we expect a lot of high energy for those who haven't seen the Cyhi show?
Man, you know what that's my, I feel like my strongest attribute is my performance. You're going to see energy. You're going to see real emotion. You're going to see real lyricism, real delivery. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see some creativity in the show. You're going to see a lot. And you're not even going to believe how well it's going to be put together. I just want you guys to come out and just really hear what I be saying and really see what my movement is and what I'm trying to get across. And I feel like a lot more people understand me and actually support more and more. So if you guys can make it out, we definitely add more dates. So stay tuned to that, Mike Brinkley, and let you guys know firsthand, or we'll just put it up on on blast or whatever, Instagram and everything.
Okay.
So let's get it popping.
All right. Now, what's next for you musically? Like, I'm sure this tour is definitely going to build awareness, build momentum for you to, get ready to drop an even bigger project, something like an album, you know what I mean? So what's next? Is it an album coming? What's going on?
Yeah, see, that's what we're working on right now. We're in the process of doing our album. We're just gathering. Right now we're like in the brainstorming period, like who we want to work with. We got the okay. So the History Project gave us the okay to like the label, like, okay, now we see what he can do. So what we're doing is, I'm trying to get Brinkley to get me in there with the Primos and the Alchemist, and I want to do some Just Blaze. I also want to do, some new guys that I've been listening to. I got a guy named Tech Beats, one of my close producers. He's real dope. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just really reaching out to a lot of different producers that I always liked, that I felt like my style went good with. Then, we put a list together of what artists we would like to work with. So we're doing all that. We're just gathering our artillery, but it's definitely in the works as we speak. So you guys will be hearing from it real soon. So you're going to hear some records from me and everything. And I already got a few records for it that I'm going to build around. So it's already in play.
Okay. Now, what artists made that list?
A few of the ones that I named, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the Kendricks, the Crits.
The Crits. I want to work with Theopolis on this one. I like, what's my dude? I like Joey Badass. I got a bunch of dudes that I want to work with that's on here. A couple guys from my city that I really respect, like T.I. I want T.I. on it. I want Jeezy on it. You know what I'm saying? But how I want him to do, I'm going to put him on some real light. Like, I don't know if y'all ever heard the song from Tip on his first album. It's called Still Ain't Forgave Myself.
Yes.
That's what the tip I'm going to go get.
Take it back.
Just for my fans. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm serious, Tip. I can dig it.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, I got it. You like we talked about, man. You always have a strong message, and that goes for the guys that you keep around you, the good music fam. What's next with the good music situation, man? What y'all got going on over there?
Man, you know what? I like to speak shit into existence. I'll be over there drilling their head about another good music album. I'll be on Pusha. You know what I mean? 'Cause I feel like, man, it's something that the fans want to hear. A lot of the time they want to hear how it's like Captain Planet to me. It's like all our powers combined is like, it's like all of us, I feel like, are a piece of Ye's taste in music. And all of us have like a certain things that we do differently than others. So to be able to hear all of that on the track at one time is so dope for the fans as well. So we actually still working on records. We got a bunch of records that we've been working on. So we're just waiting on Def Jam to give us the okay, and we're on our way.
Okay. Now, who do you stay in contact with as far as like in the good music fan?
I think the two people I keep in contact. Well, Ye is the one I keep in contact with the most, but like on a personal level, I think it's more me and Sean and me and Pusha. Like I feel like us two is like the closest. You know what I mean? Those are the closest guys that I really communicate with. So yeah, man, those two right there is two that I really communicate with, and I really appreciate their advice. And a lot of times they tell me different things because they've been in the game longer and different things like that. They tell me different things to look for and how to, just advice on different things about getting the music out further. So, really just being around all them guys and still being around great artists that dope lyrics is like, you always got to come with it. So that's a good part of, being on a good team to just spar against.
Okay. Now, I know Yeezy and Pusha, they both, working on their next albums. Can we expect to see you on those projects? Or,
yeah, I mean,
what's
right
up with
now, that? Definitely I went in the studio with Pusha. We didn't do a record, but he played me a few records. He's like at the beginning stages, too, so I heard a few records. So we're going to go back in. But, you know, Ye is definitely doing his thing too at this point too. So, you know, we working. You'll hear a lot from me this year and forevermore.
Okay. Now, before I let you go, I gotta ask you this, man. You're a fashionable guy. You stay with the fresh sneaks. So I gotta ask about the Yeezys. Have you seen these sneaker silhouettes you're doing with Adidas? You know, what's your thoughts? I gotta ask you that while I got you on the phone, man. Can't let you go without asking.
Hey, man, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Let me let you understand something. Y'all are about to see. Like, to me, I wasn't the biggest Kanye fan. Because I had dudes I like I thought Jeezy and Tip was big. You know what I mean? They still are, but I didn't understand the magnitude of his genius. And when y'all see this, trust me. You know what I mean? You don't even have to see it. Just trust it. Like, that's all you gotta do. Don't even worry about it. Just trust it. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it, man. I've seen pieces, but I've never seen the finished one, so I can't actually tell you guys, you know, what I know, because I really don't know too much.
Okay. Got me a little excited, you know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, now.
What they working on, man, trust me, is like monumental, bro. It's like when y'all see it's gonna be like, man, this nigga, get out of here.
Okay. All right. Okay, now, do you think? Well, I guess this next question doesn't even make sense. Do you think he'll ever be able to produce a sneaker as big as the Yeezy he did with Nike? But you feel like this Adidas joint is going to take that Nike dance? Man.
Because you know, the more the label or whoever you work with put into you, and the more you got access to, and the more freedom you got, of course you're gonna make a better shoe. You know, you know when somebody got all the restrictions on you, can't really do nothing. It's like, man, y'all like Yeezy is like, well, he had to pull teeth for that shoe. Those folks don't be trying to get you, man. Those folks playing, man. But shit, now the motherfuckers who support them and be like, oh, you want to do this? Okay, let's do it. Now y'all about to see them really call up.
All right, now you done got all the hip hop heads excited and all the sneaker heads excited, so that's dope. That's yeah. There's anything you like to leave us with? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
what you were saying?
I'm just telling you what God love. I'm just telling you what God love, brother.
Okay. Is there anything you like to give us before we get out of here?
Oh man, you know, man, I just want y'all to know, man, I really appreciate y'all for coming on this call. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm be coming. I don't know what cities I'm gonna be coming to, but if you guys are in those cities, feel free to come out, hit us up. And we're gonna be bringing out some new records very soon, so we can get back on. You know, I don't mind talking to DJs because I want to give them my life. They be like, you know what, man, I'm gonna play this Cyhi shit. Like, that nigga a real nigga. You know what I mean? So I don't mind phone conversation with you guys, like how I like to do it. So man, definitely we're gonna be keeping in touch, and definitely we're gonna have a lot of music coming to you guys very soon.
Okay. All right. Well, I know they're going to have some fans jump in with you. It's your boy E-Money with Hip Hop since 1987. I'm signing out, but Cyhi going to still be here. I'm going to pass the ball over to Batman VA promoter. You there, bro?
Yes, sir.
Shout my hip hop since 1987, niggas. Hip hop since 1987.com.